I am live, and yes, I have a crazy mustache going down. I am currently just chilling on the side of a walkway, and me way over there, hopefully, the tower's actually working correctly. A 5G tower that I should be gaining over 300 megabits per second, so my stream should not suck. And you're probably wondering, how did I get here? Well, I actually got here pretty easily. My happy E-Ride. I gotta get up off the ground. Yes, it's still running, still works. As you can see, I got my other throttle for my rear throttle speed control system. Although I need to fix the speed control because the motor burnt out the speed control motor wires, so I have to resolder them. But this is the throttle for my rear. This is the throttle for my front, which is currently still active. Let me turn that off. There, that should be off. My Advent Microshift 8-speed shifter. So it's a thumb and index shifter system. And this allows it to just be over. And it's very thin and narrow, so I can actually put this on here and still have my index thumb shifter, unlike this. Now, you're probably wondering, what's this? This is actually a friction shifter. But, let me just go around. But I actually have it integrated with my front disc rotor. So the cable for that actually goes right here. You can see it actually goes all the way up into here. So when I crank this sucker up, that means this wheel is not going anywhere whatsoever. It's a handbrake, or an e-brake as most people will call it. And it works very nicely. So do I still use V-brakes? Yes. Do I still use V-brakes in the back? Yes, I do. And I got the Dorian V-brakes in the back, as you can see. And they work very efficiently. I actually had to take off my fake no doing disc brake coupler because it was kind of starting to rub on the rotor, because the rotor is actually bent. I have to replace that rotor. And I have to do a little bit of tweaking to my pedal assist sensors because somehow they're not working or detecting my pedals, but don't really use much pedal assist. Anywho, so it doesn't matter. My Velo turn signal systems, Take One AAA, awesome system, great handlebars, and as you can see, they are nice, good grip. Plus I get this. And then these are my dual cycle lights right here. So when this is not on, I put the dual cycle lights here. Probably gonna put, maybe, I don't know how I'm gonna put another set right here. Because I want to put 4 cycle lights up here, but that might be an issue with this. I just noticed that. But I was planning to put probably a headlight right here on top of this, and then run lights like probably right here, and then another pair of standard lights like what I do have right here. These are actually for my BV lights that I believe are in here. Let me see. Nope, that's junk. I believe they're in this one. Nope. It's a bunch of cables. See what I have in here. Nope. This is the brake cable coupler. Try to shut this now. I think they're in here. So my other phone is actually in here, as you can see. I got some lube. And I think this is my memory card for my phone I'm currently using. Ah, here they are. Little BB lights. These are only like 200-300 lumens. But they're okay. They're pretty neat. Then this is an extra thumb throttle. Oh, it has a shorter cord. This is one of my cycle lights. This one has a little broken back, but it still works. So, rotary tool. Can't go out. Cool tool. Put my phone back in there. So this easily just flops off. Just give this a bit of a press. Trying to do this wall. There we go. So this just kind of flops off and goes like that. And then I could put my Cygo lights up there. But when I have the bag here, this can hold at least about 2 pounds. Or I think, yeah, maybe about 2 pounds. This is where my other phone goes. Probably wondering, oh, how many phones? Well, this one's just mainly for speedometer. And hello, little person. Welcome to the craziness. Can I see chat? Okay, they left. So this is my speedometer phone. And then normally I would have a power bank in here, but right now it's just holding my other phone that I'm currently recording. And then these are cables for power. These would actually plug in to my Cygo lights up here while I'm running them at the same time. So I would have a power bank up here and then kind of wire them through here. I cut some wires because I had a speed control. My rear speed control was up here before, and I wanted airflow so it keeps it nice and cool. And hello, little person. And I wanted to keep it cool, so while I was riding, I cut some holes in this so the airflow would actually rear out and keep the speed control cool. And then these are side panels. I currently have my front hub display, sort of. It's just an LED display, nothing crazy. So I just have it packed on this side. The other side, I have a multi-tool on this side, and then the other freaking whatever thing that there's a pocket in the middle of this, but I don't use it because this is their helmet. Cygo Light Ranger 2000 up here on my helmet. Very cool. Nice amount of battery life. And then it's kind of janky because I was going to put a battery pack up here, so that's why there's all this Gorilla Glue yellowness here. This is a Bell backlight that I just glued in the back, and it keeps it nice. Just crazy like that. And then my parts. My trailer. Let me get my bag out here. So here's my rear bag, current water bottle right now, battery pack, charger for the front. Got this. This is what the extra thick slime tire inner tube comes as. Like it's thick. Like they're not talking about thick slime. They're actually talking about the wall. Like this is like 4 times thicker rubber compound than what you get for the slime inner tubes. So this is what I currently have on both my tires right here. These bad boys are currently in my inner tubes right now. This is my Ryobi air pump. And then this is for my glasses. Then I got some bike locks here. Nothing there. And then some bike locks here. This one. And some standard inner tubes. Slime inner tubes for the rear wheels. Because they're 60-inch. Hello, person. Welcome. So they currently smack dab in there. Got some batteries currently got in there right now. I do have a Goal Zero battery pack somewhere in here. There it is. This is my Goal Zero Guide 12. Really cool. 2 amps of output. And then all my crazy amount of tools, patches, whatnot, all right here. This allows me to work on the bike on the fly. So I can literally repair my bike basically if I wanted to right here, right now. I can make tweaks. I can do whatever I want. I can repair my bike tire if I had it flat. Take me a while, but I can do anything with it. So, yeah. So that's that bag. This, probably wondering why is there a water bottle system here? This is actually mounted. This is not actually accessory. Well, it is an accessory, but it's mounted. Oh, there goes. Dang it. This comes out again. That cable's not supposed to come out. But it seems like the cable keeps on flying out. I'll get to that in a second. So you're probably wondering where's my second biggest battery that I have my 36 volt power to power my front hub for about 100 miles. Right here. So here's the power that comes into it, and then right behind there is actually the speed control for my front hub, motorcycle style connected. And it swifts around like this, goes around, goes to here, goes here, go on the bottom right here, as you can see. And then goes into here. Not here, there. Now this, before I get into this is actually just more storage and some other tools. Nothing too crazy. These are my, got another kickstand. Well, same kickstand, but anyways. This is not the stock. I forget what kickstand it is. I'll have to link down below some of the parts. But that's that. This is my through my Holotech whatever whatever you want to call it, pedals, the IXF whatever company, it doesn't really matter. They're all going to say the same thing. And 8-speed chain. I got the default rear hub at the moment on, so it's just 6-speed with an 8-speed chain. No biggie. And then right here, this is my other pump. This pump is a hand pump, but normally I put my power pump right here. Just kind of floats right there, looks nicer. And this hand pump though is very neat. It's nice and portable, and just boom. So it's pretty cheap. And I got some people coming, so I'm gonna be quiet soon. So I'm gonna mute this for a second. Okay, people gone. Never mind. Some people come passing by, and some people on my stream keep on coming in, just leaving. Okay, leave. Okay, so back to business. So now, if I can get to turn my camera around. Hello, person. So now we get into the trailer. Currently, this is what I have in my trailer. So yeah, this white cord, I'll get to it in a second. This is my jacket. Thank you very much. So when it's cold during today, these are my solar panels right here. Extra water bottle, of course. This is my Anker Solix 300 DC. So right there. And then these are my old, very old black box solar panels. So I have the 7-watt and 12-watt. These are my old Brunton 20 Explorers. And then I have 2 of these. You can play biker. Though these are Goal Zero Nomad 20s. They're I don't know what generation they are. They're the previous generation of the current thin flap one. They're probably going out of stock or retiring soon. I don't know. But yeah. So with these two 40 watts, these two 40 watts, this will get about 40 to around 50 watts of power on pretty good sun in combined total. So that's pretty cool. Now, let me get over here. This is just a trash bag. This, so here's the charger for the rear hub. I mean the rear motor battery, which is right here. This is my battery. This is with very thick foam, but this is my battery. It's mounted down, strapped down as tough as much as possible. And then the bottom also has the sticky side. You see this yellow stuff? It's actually mounted. It's actually stuck on the bottom. Stuck on the bottom. So not only is it strapped down to this side and also in the front, but it's also stuck with double-sided tape basically down the bottom. And this is really sturdy. And so how I charge it is basically like that. There's that end and the power charge for that in there. And then this is the other thing goes this, and then power for the bike goes in there. So this charges the rear battery, and then this plugs into the rear battery, and I can plug other accessories into it. Like if I want to charge super fast charge this from wall power or something, I can plug that in, and then just plug such and such straight into a power outlet. And then charge on the go. And that magnetic thing is getting in the way. Oh. So yeah. This is a 30 Ah 36 volt battery. The same voltage as what I have in that, but like 3 times larger. And the reason why I have so much foam as I mounted it like this is because it's a bare battery. It doesn't have like a hardened wall protection system or anything like that, as you can see right here. So right behind this, like, I don't know, whatever, is basically the cells. And I believe they are using the thin cells. I don't know if they're using 18650 cells, but it's a life cell system, so a lot more safer ability. But I actually had plans to do something crazy with this type of battery. If I got 18650 cells instead, I wanted to actually mount them under, because there's currently about this. Okay, not flipping you guys off. I should have used the wrong finger. Let me see if I can get my finger corrected. Let me just basically, okay, so about that much space under the board of this. So that means I can probably put the entire layout of under it and then put a steel board or something like that, and have this entire thing be an entire battery pack instead of having the battery pack system like that. And you can see how much space this works on. Like seriously, that is a lot amount of play. So like you can see up there, like there's tons of space that I can put down here before it actually has any problems. So I wanted to utilize that amount of space open down there and make this even more having space for more battery capacity, and it won't really affect the weight of the actual cargo box itself. So it should actually have enough weight capacity. I don't know about the axles because, as you can see, the axles are floating on the side. But who knows? This can hold 100 pounds. 100 pounds of weight capacity on this sucker. So I have plenty of ability to put weight on that. And this is about a kilowatt of power. Just this battery right here is a kilowatt of power right here. So if I got 2 of these bad boys, just for the trailer, is 2 kilowatts. Most people that live in their vans or build van style ones have like maybe 3 kilowatts. That's 2 kilowatts right there. I want to do 3 kilowatts in my project station. 3 kilowatts in a bicycle trailer. Not 1, not 2, 3. And then a kilowatt of extra power that's basically going to be used for other stuff. So for instance, all a bunch of these will equal a kilowatt. So I'll have 3 kilowatts of this just for the batteries of the bike, maybe some cooking ability, and that's it. But everything else, kilowatt of that. And that's 300. That's a 300 watt hour system right there. And I already have a Jackery 100 plus. So that's another 100. So that's 400 I have. So yeah, it's a lot of power right there. And then the other stuff I have portable water filter system, so I can drink wherever I want. Like literally I can go into a mud pit and drink crap water if I wanted to. I got my UV water bottle still that actually works. Like my UV water bottle is meant to kill any living things. So if I put in some water like this and I wanted to drink normal water, hey person, welcome to the world. If I want to drink normal water, I'll be able to filter it, then I'll UP it. I'll be able to UV kill water and then pour it into a water bottle and then drink it from any kind of source I want, anywhere, period. And that's not even, I just realized, oh, it's probably at home. I also have a reverse osmosis portable pump, although it's freaking insanely hard to pump because I think it says 400 milliliters per minute. Yeah, exhausting. But to pump one of these with reverse osmosis water, it takes like, I don't know, quite long. It takes like, well, a 1 gallon container takes like about an hour. So I would say this takes about like 15 minutes or something. So it's kind of like, wow. But it's actually good water. I mean, reverse osmosis is pretty decent. It has like kind of a silky taste to it when you drink it. when you get it just right and it doesn't have a metallic taste when you push it too hard, that metallic taste is because you're pushing through the membranes too hard and it's cracking it. But when you push it just right, it actually doesn't taste like metallic and it tastes smooth, like even smoother than this. This is the smoothest you'll probably get before you get to reverse osmosis, Arrowhead. Because they actually, from what I did a quick research, quick search on, even though they are from spring water, they go through reverse osmosis, UV purification, and then I think they reverse osmosis it again. Then they give it some minerals back. Wow, there's 5 freaking people there. Holy moly. Nope, it went 3. Man, I'm getting the most random people coming in, just peeking in, going, what is that ugly dude talking about? Like, holy cow. No, we want to see this. Not your big ugly face. Fruit Loop. People. So yeah, my Hyper E-Ride still runs, still functions, still a great bike. I love it because it's powerful. Just can't wait to get that mid-drive. But I've been buying other stuff and other important things going on. So yeah, it's been taking a while. But really want to get that mid-drive system. Probably an extra battery pack that I might put here. Oh, actually no. I just realized what I was going to say. I was actually going to upgrade my bag here. My rear bag right here. For another quick release style one that will just be like, and it'll just be for putting mid cargo in here and maybe some side pockets, not with the hangers. And then I'm gonna buy actual hanging pans that hook up onto the rail system, like this. And on those, I'm gonna buy twin 10 Ah or 12 Ah 36-volt systems and put each of them on the side right here. There's going to be a hard wall right here in the front. I'm going to put them stuck right there on both sides. That's going to give me about 24 Ah of power right there, batteries power right here. And then I'll be able to power more with that and have more cargo ability. Because supposedly one side of the panners can actually support, I don't know. Did anybody post anything? I can't see chat. I don't know if I can see chat or not. Okay. I don't know if I can see chat or not. But anyways. So I'll get those types of bags that will hold 19 pounds per side. I gotta be on my phone. Probably private, so I'm not gonna show this. Oh wow, it's already 5. Shoot. I didn't even know it's already 5. Holy mollies. I gotta look at my delivery. Nope, I'm making you guys look at the grass. Sorry. Nope. View my order. Shut the fuck up. It's still preparing. Okay. Don't like but. Excuse me? What the freak was that about? How the frick do I? Who the freak are you? Don't let black people steal it. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Let me see how that goes. Wow, that was the most craziest comment I could have got. So yeah, I'll have I actually got two. No, actually. So anyways, so I have 24 that's right here, and I'll be able to unclip them and be able to put them into there if I wanted to, and just roll with the bike if I wanted to just go like that. But with the portable cells on this, I'll be able to unattach this and just roll with the bike because it'll have pretty much exactly same amount of range as what that gives me. I haven't tested it, but I'm pretty sure that gives me about 100 miles of range because it lasts pretty long. And this is not even an efficient, it's not even an efficient 500-watt hub motor. Hold on a second. Got a random person walking past. So this is not even a very efficient 500-watt mower because the speed controller actually sucks up a little bit more energy than normal. So when I try and run on this, it actually staggers at 2.5 miles. So like when I'm trying to boost off, it's like it can actually run on this, but it only runs at max about 2.5 before it starts staggering, and maybe another mile to mile and a half of range on staggering. But if I'm gaining 100 miles on just what I'm gaining with my 30-aught cell, then it's pretty incredible. Oh, my right arm is hurting like crazy. Whew. And here comes another few people. So that will make my that'll be able to make it so I can have the big battery basically in here, and I think it'll be also a little bit less light. I mean, a little bit more lighter with the dual twin batteries on each side of the panels. What the freak bugs for me? And they'll all be detachable, so I'll be able to just like. So say if I went shopping or something, I'll be able to remove the entire thing, put that there, lock up the bike, boom. And that'll be another kilowatt, basically, of power. And I'll buy myself a 36 volt inverter to probably 1,000 watts or something, or 15,000 watts. So I'll be able to use it for cooking. So I'll be able to tap into each of all these batteries and cook. And since it'll have basically 3 kilowatts of power from this entire system, like seriously, 3 kilowatts of just power from that would be insane. But that's not all. I want to turn my bike into a superior powerhouse by getting a camper trailer, basically, like one of those cool little bicycle trailers that you can connect with a standard system ability, and then modify the living freak out of that, which is Project Station. And then I'll have 3 kilowatts for that. I'll have ability to camp in my own little trailer for my bicycle, and then play my stuff. For instance, like my phone right here, or such forth, I'll be able to play on the go. Like when I get like a millimeter wave or mid band or some decent network access, I'll even have a booster on top of it and get like 400, 500 something speed, be able to play remote. And on Samsung DeX, no computer, no laptop or anything, just boom. Just sit there, be like, just imagine me. I can just imagine myself sitting at a gas station or a park inside my little camper trailer while I'm charging from like a building or something. And I'm just like, I'm gonna blow your heads up. And somebody walks past and goes like, what is going on in that thing? Like, what the flip? I think the better thing, instead of getting a laptop, the better thing I want to try and get is those AR glasses. I've seen these. I've seen a video of this. The video that I talked about, Good Lock app. This guy had the AR glasses, X Real. I was like, dude, if I had that instead of a freaking laptop or a lap dock for my phone, I literally have like a 50-inch or 35-inch screen right inside my Project Station camper. Like, even though it's probably like, I don't know, my desk will probably be like 2 feet in front of me, I'd be like having the huge screen while I'm playing instead of just a little tiny laptop. And I'll just be like, all from just this, from a phone, using the power to stream and play on PC games, either GeForce Now or something like that, and blast everybody on planet side. Like, so I have my WeBoost Sleek booster on top of the camper. I'll power it through my Anker Solix 300 DC and everything, and go like that. And I'll keep it super cool because I have both the magnetic and non-magnetic Petron coolers. And if I want to make videos, I just get my freaking SSD out and start making videos. Or I can do this crap. Even though a lot of people just stare at me and go, "This is a moron," and then leave. But if anybody wants to ask me any questions about my bike or jazz crap like that, go ahead and throw it out. Either comment, or the people that are currently watching the live stream can ask questions and what other kind of crap they want to do. But yeah. So hopefully later in the future I'll try and figure out all the parts I have on this, because probably some of them are discontinued. But yeah, this sucker is the bomb. And instead of having like a huge, like somebody mentioned a long time ago, they wanted basically me to just put like a huge plank in the back of the bike and put a huge solar panel in the back. I was like, that's not going to work for my style. Because the point I wanted to make with this bike is I wanted to turn it into a monster. Like, it's comfortable, but it's insanely powerful. Look, it looks like a mountain bike. Somebody's running behind me. But it literally looks like a freaking mountain bike. Like, you can't get around that. Mountain bike performance. And I got their music blared up. Woo. So it rides like a mountain bike. It sits like a cruiser. Like this seat right here is a cruiser style seat ability. And it sits like a cruiser because the handlebars are actually way up. They're not down, so you're facing forwards. They're actually pretty high up. So it sits like a cruiser. So it's nice and comfortable to ride for a long period of time. But it has mountain bike capability, so you can still off-road, still rip the ground. And it's all-terrain wheels, so they can go everywhere. And since I got the super amount of freaking thick inner tubes, like seriously, that's what I have in my wheels. Those bad boys aren't going to pop easily. So these inner tubes I have inside my front and rear wheels are like, this is thick. Okay. Patch kit system, all that stuff. And then look at the amount of cargo I have on this sucker. Like, you wouldn't think a mountain bike would have cargo like that. Like, I almost have every square inch besides maybe right here on the front area. I wanted to get the M-Tech thing again and put it right here, a little small bag right there, and make it look like coolness. But everything else, I have almost every square inch on this thing to have so much bags. Ooh, got hiccups. And then I got a trailer. So not only can it haul a crap load of cargo, but it can perform off-road. It can ride nice and smooth. It can go long, very long in distance-wise. And when I get the living frick out of this with lights, I'm going to have run lights here on both sides. My maybe some bigger lights that will fit right here, on top right here. Maybe a light right here. My cycle lights systems here, or so forth. Basically, I'm going to have at least 10,000 lumens for the front. Yes, 10. because this is 2,000. These are 2,000. Those are 200 right now, but if I get something bigger, those will run for a long time. I'll have ambient and then the bright lights. And then back here, I'm going to have a rear light. Oops. I'm going to have a rear light. It's going to sit right here. A rear light that's actually going to be for braking right here. Then I'm going to have 2 lights that hang on the side right here. On both ends. Light right here, which I already do have. And then probably another brake light system. I already put one here, but it's kind of falling apart. Dual lights on the back, and then probably put a brake light on top of this, so when it's closed, it'll look like that. So this thing will stick out like crazy in the nighttime. I also have my wheel lock right here. This key can't be actually removed until you lock the pin right there. So this will be the brightest bike out there, the most heaviest of hauling for cargo, off-road monster. And guess what? I don't even know how much it is on Walmart anymore, but last time I saw it, it was like $350. $350 for something this capable. Yes, this is a Walmart bike. This is a department Walmart bike that I upgraded to the living frick to make it a beast. It's strong. I love these handlebars. Handlebar grips, because they got turn signals in them. So even at nighttime, you can use those. And I got my electric pump. And it takes their lithium, their little lithium cells, little lithium USB cells, which is very cool. Nobody else commented yet. And then I can also recharge on the go. Of course, those really can't recharge that, but I'll probably find a way to convert it later in the future, or maybe get a generator like this that will have a AC outlet that can charge at least, I don't know how much. That's 5 amps. So I don't know, 200 watts or something. 5 amps, 250. Because it takes 4 hours, so it's 250 watts. What the flip was that? And mentioned, I can repair everything on the go. All my tools. I can repair flat on the go. I can make adjustments on the go. Whatever. And here comes another runner. So anyways, so yeah, got any comments? Leave them down below and ask me questions to this stream, or for people that are still streaming live here, ask me any questions you want about the Hyper E ride or jazz like that, or my project station, whatever. Kind of having bubble brain fart at the moment. And yes, like I mentioned, I'm still gonna go for the mid drive, but I'm gonna get with the battery packs first here. New bags here. The side paners are gonna cost me like 100 something. The rear bag here is gonna cost me like 90 bucks. So it's gonna cost quite a lot to replace this bag with actual side paners. And then I want to get two twin 12 36 volt off cells that I'm gonna tape right here on the side inside the bag. That way I can power from the bike itself without the trailer and have pretty much the same capacity as that just in here, and a bit more lighter. And then I'll get my mid drive after I do probably a few other tweaks on this. And here's another runner. Okay, the people passed. Just checking my thing. Okay. I actually wanted to bring my Wii U. That'd be freaking amazing. Takes up a lot of power though. Oh, but that was a fun video when I made the Sharper 50 video. Wow, that's a loud bird. Here comes another runner. Oh. Made a video a long time ago when I had my Nintendo Wii U, I got the Sharper 50. And I was like, I want to try running that off of the power bank. And I had a 12 volt to 100 watts. Shut the freak up. I had a. Shut up! Yeah, shut up. I guess that's a no. No, I'm not gonna hurt it. I had a Duracell 100 watts inverter. I think it had one USB port, which is only like 1 amp. And it took a few tries to get it to work because it kept on like buzzing out the inverter. But one time it finally, when it worked, I was actually able to play the Wii U for 30 whole minutes. For 30 minutes. And I did a video playing ZombiU during that entire video. It was freaking awesome. So it was quite nice to play that for 30 minutes on a 50 watt hour power bank. So takes a lot of power. Takes a lot of power for that, but I still got my 3DS. I love playing that. Kind of sad that some of the apps. Oh, here come some bikers. Standard 700. And that's a 29er or 27.5 wheelbase. So yeah, but being able to play mobile on this with PC games, that would be freaking cool. Like just sitting out here, a little tiny bicycle camper trailer with a PC setup in a sense. Just basically use my phone, GeForce Now or something like that. Mobile data. I just be freaking cool. I'll have my Wii Slick booster with just the cradle. I don't like the ones without the cradle because they don't have very great connection ability. And if you get them too close, they start kind of like kind of acting weird. And then when you get them too far away, they start losing the DPI range. So it's like, what's the point of increasing the DPI range for the phone if the DPI range for the booster, the phone thing, is just going to lose track? So having the cradle, I get full maximum boost with the DPI range. And I actually, from my station ability, well, not Project Station, but what I showed before, having it as a stationary booster instead of a mobile, it actually works. And I, instead of getting like 102 for this phone, it actually drops it down to like 90 to 88 dB. So it's actually pretty freaking cool. Now it doesn't do crazy performance in that DPI range. I would say I get around like maybe about 10 to 15 megabits per second, but it also depends on the tower performance too. Because like when you have like a load of people around, the more people you have on the tower, the more it has to split connection ability to the performance. So like everybody's watching YouTube or something like that, it splits the performance across other different devices of whatnot. And it has to, figure out what it's doing with that. And that depends on also with the carrier types too. Like some carriers have weird definitions for their bandwidth current distribution system. So yeah, you have to watch out for that kind of dealio. So nobody has commented yet. Just that guy talking about my knife and such forth. Oh my gosh. There's chemtrails. No, they're just using shading spray system to help the farms. And they spray in Pacific areas to make it so it basically shadows the UV rays so they don't burn such and such things. So, in a sense, they're not really harmful. But everybody's nuts about it. Same thing about 5G. It's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even. I'm sorry, but you make some people laugh about the 5G radiation crap. Because, like, the 5G operation, especially for low band, most of them, they're using only one channel. I think everybody just went, 3 people were just like, oh, he's talking about 5G. I'm out of here. No, it's actually kind of funny because there's more channels on higher megahertz for 4G than there are actually for 5G. Because 5G low band is actually using around 600 to 850 megahertz. They don't use anything higher than that. 4G, on the other hand, some close range 4G channels are actually using 2.1 gigahertz. Yeah, to give you operation. And that's with like band 66 or something like that. So it's like, you guys are complaining about 5G. You guys are complaining about 5G being deadly? Dude, why are you complaining about that when 4G is higher megahertz? The heck? Oh, mid-band is like 3.7 now? It's like, oh, you don't complain about that, but you complain about the low band? 3.7 gigahertz for mid-band. Okay. So that's a bit higher. Okay, we'll go with that. That's a bit higher. But see, the thing is, if you look at the difference of the 5G low band and the 5G mid band, you can see the range difference is actually dramatically different. And that's because they use the actual same power performance between the two towers. It's a miracle what you can do when you understand about power. That's why the size and radius of mid-band is actually half the size. It's the same thing as your household Wi-Fi. Your 5 gigahertz compared to 2.4 gigahertz is actually going to be in half. About 20 miles per hour. Although sometimes it will top out at 26 from my thing. That's like going downhill, like slight increase, I mean decrease. So yeah, it's in the legal range basically. It's not fast, it's not incredibly crazy in that aspect, but it still functions really well. Ah, motor and battery size. My stock. Up, I got somebody coming over. My stock rear hub right here. This came with the bike. This is a 36 volt, 250 watt hub motor, and it's actually internally limited to 20 miles per hour. Even if you got something, a different type of speed control with throttle, you're not going past that. Or what I believe, I think somebody mentioned they had something they can do a little faster, but that's unless you want to blow it with 350 watts speed control. This is a 36 volt, 500 watt hub motor that is from e-biking, and it's a bit more powerful. I gotta be quiet for a second. So, oh, you got 350 fat tire bike hub motors. Is it hub or mid drive? And then for the battery, I still have the 7.8 internal cell right here. They actually made a 10.5 cell for the mid drive version, which is the same size, same ability. So I want to buy that and swipe that out for this. So I'll get a bit more runtime on that ability. Still 36 volt. And then back here is my behemoth of a 36 volt 30 LiFePO4 cell covered in pretty dense car foam bumper resistant ability right here. And this is the back, and it's massive. This is about 22 pounds, so it's quite heavy, but it's pretty decent, and it powers my front hub. And like I said in a lot of other videos, I believe this can get me 100 miles of range from just that on the front hub. Now I'll probably get more for this in the rear if I wanted to, but yeah. And this hub right here, it's not very efficient. It actually is quite a powerhouse because I only get about maybe 5 to 4 miles with that. After about 2.5, it starts like staggering. So if I'm starting at a dead stop and I'm starting to go, it goes, it like basically dies. So I have to kind of run speed it, and then it'll go. But if I slow down again, it'll block. But this lasts me a long time. It's really, really efficient and really great. Oops. But then later in the future, I'm gonna probably get a 500, or I've been slightly thinking maybe a 750 watt hub motor right here. and then taking this and replacing that with a standard tire, and then having dual motors again. And as you can see, I actually have independent control systems. So I have rear, front. So the rear I can control independently, and the front I can control independently. This allows me to use both the wheels independently and grab maximum performance grip. So say if something is making this slip because there's too much weight in the back, I can use less power and put more power into this, or less power to this and less and more grip for that, or so forth. So if I'm in a sandy area, it won't just power both motors and cause it to dig a hole into that. It'd be hilariously amusing if I can actually find a hub motor, put on one of these. That'd be hilarious. I would literally go nuts putting a hub motor in the back, like the Sidekick powered hub, powered trailer. That'd be hilarious. 3 motor systems: trailer motor, mid-drive motor, front hub motor. That would make the thing entirely stable. And I still got these. I think I need to replace this battery. Yeah, it's dead. This battery's dead. Where was that? It's right here. Get my glasses out. Gotta do this one-handed style. Okay, I just need the big one. I think it's just this size. Nope. Smaller. Yep. Single AAA. Little push button right here. Then you replace it. Make sure the cable's in, because there's actually a, oops, it's actually a pocket. It's actually a pocket right there. So that pocket is for the cable. Shove the cable in there. Push it in there and boom. So, other side, I actually have it, my battery is still actually functioning. Lasts about 10 seconds and then it shuts off. And it can be seen from the back or the front because of these. It's very cool. And they're pretty decent with the padding right here. There we go, hand tight. So I need to recharge that layer. Any other crazy questions, bud? Or are you one of the people that left? Luckily, I can actually see my chat, which is nice. I didn't think I would be able to see my chat. Hey, the freak. Oops. Put you right there. And these glimpses are because of the wind. When you're going around, especially during the cold time, keeps your eye holes nice and warm, and all the crap out of your eyes. I really like these, even though they kind of fit awkward on my face. I actually push more this way on this side than they actually do here. It's kind of weird. And here comes another walker. Man, they got their music streamed up. They got their music streams. They've got the volume of the music so high, and you can literally dance to them while they're walking past. It's like, oh, it's like, wow, dude. Holy moly, that's loud. Then again, I am quite in the middle of walkway. At least I have these, my earbuds. And this is my portable SSD for recording videos. Probably gonna get a higher storage one later in the future. But yeah. And to make my ultra minimize space saving phone ability, still in the work of that. But then I'll be able to have super amount of storage with it and record anywhere I want. I have plenty of power, all that good stuff. And I'll have ability of hub. So if I want to plug into HDMI or something, I just be like, boop, widescreen TV, boop. Or I don't know if they make it for the X-Real glasses, but that would be freaking cool. Because I'll just plug in HDMI to USB-C and just be like, whoosh, mouse and keyboard. So that's what I want to do with my DeX system. I just want to be able to sit out here, play PlanetSide 2, or whatever, Elite Dangerous. I'm just like, blasting the living crap out of things. All remote. And all with portable power. How much power do I actually have? What is it, 59? Hey, it's 6 o'clock. Oh boy, fun. Luckily, I don't need to. Luckily, I don't need to worry about power because I got this. So I just need to turn this on if I wanted to. And plug into the phone. And that's just one. I'm planning to have a lot more than that later in the future. So a lot of power. And a lot of devices power off. I'll be able to have a AC unit. Probably use it from the Peltion cooler systems. Because what I found out is the Peltion coolers for the phone, the Peltion coolers actually have a cold plate, and they work exactly like a freaking AC unit. They have a hot side and a cold side. As long as the hot side is cool, then the cold side is going to be efficient. So all I need to do is just rig up the cold side with probably some kind of fan or heatsink, and then just run a fan like that and cool down, and then just put a pipe of the hot side airing out to the something like that, and just go like that. USB air conditioner instead of a freaking a huge freaking, I don't know what they call it, from EcoFlow or whatever. Instead of one of those that actually are pretty neat, but not very space saving. And very power hog hungry. I'd probably be able to use that. Just use the plates, a couple Peltron coolers, and just cool down a little room, a little camper trailer if I wanted to, and boom. Got my AC unit, just come in my little camper, shut the door, turn on my little Peltron AC unit, cool down within a couple minutes, and then start playing PlanetSide. And then if I need to heat up, there's some 12-volt heaters that only take like 150 watts. And those probably cool heat place up in a couple minutes. Somebody out there is talking very loud. Probably been staring at me with goggles. What is that dog doing? Anyways, any other crazy questions by people or whatnot? Because I'm probably gonna stop the stream because it is 6 o'clock and I gotta split soon. Because then it's gonna be starting cold at nighttime. I don't have all my lights up. I guess that'd be a no. But as for other people that watch this recording later in the future, yeah. It's pretty insane. But then again, so is my ideas. And somehow they come awesome. Like my Happy Ride has become a insane monster. And it's still going. From a basic $650 bike to a dual hub cruiser sitting super amount of cargo, and I think my thing just got shipped. What was it? Oh boy. I gotta do one thing. Track it, track it, track it, track it. 12 minutes away. Okay. Hopefully they get that text. Yeah. That's what I make videos for. No pauses, no skips, nothing. Just full on real reality of mistakes and crap. Are my videos cool? And so boring, aren't they? Woof. Boy, they're so boring. Not. Maybe they are. Who cares? I don't. Because I don't make videos for crazy excitement. I make videos to be real. Even though they're lame. Let's see. Did he reply? Probably not gonna freaking see the text. Who knows? I got a delivery order. Telling him some route difference. But yeah. Actually, it's been a cool day to just chill. Even though I've been standing for a super long time, then my butt's gonna hurt. And people walking back and forth are probably like, what is this moron doing? He's been here since I walked one way and now he's still there, yapping on his phone like a moron. But then, I guess that technically make us all morons. Because a lot of people yap on their phones all day, even in cities. We're all dorks. How awesome is that? So after I get back, I don't know. I'm gonna eat some chicken nuggets with some nice good gooey ranch and some cheese. And then probably shoot some people's faces off in Plantside. I don't know. Should I record, stream that too? Whoever's actually kicking back and watching me, or just, you want to watch that? Watch me blow faces off? Or watch me taxi people? Choo-choo. Let's see if you replied. Did you reply? I don't know. I don't know if the guy replied or not, because it's not the updating. Interesting. Either way, I still have to get my items and kick some butts. So, I guess that's it for this stream craziness. But whoever's still sticking around watching my ugly face like Goober, cool. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And probably blow off some heads after I get back. If you want to watch that, keep around in another hour or two, so forth. Peace.